Percy was bringing empty stone trucks from the harbour. He was tired of his quarrel with Thomas and wanted to be friends again. He had had a good day and was feeling extra pleased with himself. He was so busy thinking of how he would tell Thomas and Toby about his expert handling of the trucks that he forgot to keep a good lookout. Too late, he saw a broken branch hanging over the line straight in front of him.
Whoa! Ouch!
Percy was more startled than hurt, but his front was still sore when he reached the shed.
That's your own fault. You should have kept a good lookout. I've got no patience with you.
Percy forgot his good resolution and talked to Toby for the rest of the evening. Percy didn't speak to Thomas the next day either.
I say, Toby, what's a drip, do you know?
It's when rain comes through a hole in your cab, and the fireman hasn't got time to mend it.
That's silly. I heard a boy on the platform call his friend one this afternoon. I'm sure he couldn't have come through a hole in my cab.
That's different. The boy just thought his friend was being a coward, or silly, or a spoiled sport.
So if you would stop me from doing something nice, would you do a drip, Thomas?
You're the drip. Now go to sleep like a sensible engine and stop talking nonsense.
Percy was offended. Instead of going to sleep, he became even more determined to pay Thomas out. Next day, Henry's train was late at the junction. When Thomas set out along the valley, he was trying to make up for lost time. Suddenly there was a loud bang, and something hit hard the bottom of his left-hand water tank.
Ouch!
As Thomas stopped, he felt water splashing cold against his wheels.
One of your side rods has broken. It swam up and punctured your tank. We'll have to get help.
Oh, no, please, anyone but Percy. Oh.
At Farquhar, Percy was shunting. The Stationmaster came up.
Little trucks, please, Percy. Thomas has cut a hole in his water tank. There's a water dripping everywhere, and he can't get home on his own.
Pah! I won't go. Thomas called me a drip. Let him jolly well stay there and drip himself.
But what about Annie and Clarabelle? And the passengers? Do they deserve to stay out all night too?
I forgot them. We must rescue them in case they turn into drips too.
Percy found Thomas near the river. Everyone was glad to see him, and the passengers thanked him for coming.
I'm sorry I was rude, Percy. That tank of mine turned me into a bigger drip than we expected, didn't it? Can we be friends again, please?
Percy was delighted to agree.
They're 2, they're 4, they're 6, they're 8, shunting trucks and holding freight, red and green and brown and blue. They're the really useful crew, all with different roles to play around to move sheds or far away, down the hills and round the bends. Thomas and his friends. Thomas Thomas, he's the cheeky one. James is fame but lots of fine. Percy pulls the mail on time. Gordon thunders down the line. Doug really knows his stuff. Henry toots and huffs and puffs. Edward wants to help and share. Toby, well, let's say he's square. They're 2, they're 4, they're 6, they're 8. Shunting trucks and hauling freight. Red and green and brown the blue. They're the really useful crew. All with different roles to play. Around timid sheds or far away. Down the hills and round the bends. Thomas and his friends. They're 2, they're 4, they're 6, they're 8. Shunting trucks and hauling freight. Red and green and brown and blue. They're the really useful crew. All with different roles to play. Around timid sheds or far away. Down the hills and